EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. 2nd and 9. On play action, Lance. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, check 24.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Play action, now it's Lance. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Foyesade Oluokun. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
45,
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Tight end right. Tight end. Box it. Check. 45.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard, and now it's fourth and goal. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief?
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. It's Patterson. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Lance going to sneak it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And now they'll throw with Lance. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, Patterson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. This one left side caught by Patterson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lance. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Lance got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
45, 45. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, man, watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. You can't block me. You can't block me. 45.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Right back to Pitts again. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
45's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. They go with McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Lance now to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Here's a diving catch right side.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On first down, Patterson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Lance. Gets this one to Hill. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And Lance going to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this off.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense. You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
So the completion good for just 3.
And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
45. Mike, 45. Too little, cupcake.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That caught by Tremble. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Lance looking to throw it. On the move to his left. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Mike 29. We own them. We own them. 29 is Mike 29. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
On first down, Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Coup for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Falcons 33, Panthers 33.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Rodgers. Incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Box it, box it, box it, box it. 45 is Mike. 45. Hey, check.
Rodgers to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18 and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right, and then Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Come on. 29 is the Mike. Mike 20.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
He completes it to Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Carolina, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. On play action, Lance. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 35, Mike 35. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 35's the mic. Let's put him on the buses.
Here's Lance.
I'm going to run you over.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On second and very short, Lance rolling to his left. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Here's Lance to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Mike, 45. Man, I got you. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hatchet. Check, kill. Turn it up.
Now Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
Giants. A great effort there. with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at... Oh, wide open, complete. Woo! Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Check 50, check 50.
Going up top. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyreek Hill with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, it's blocked. There he goes left side. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now Lance. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Lance now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 24, Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Lance. Again, he targets Ridley. This time it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Throwing Jones. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
45. Mike, 45.
Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
5 yards remain on second down.
I got you, boy.
Back to throw again.
Man, I got you.
And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Koo now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Joker. Shift. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Sponge. No. Check 3.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rush in. Wide. Get wide. Check. Lucky. Street. 7. Check 37. Check.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
4 down. Alert. 45.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A first down carry for Barkley. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're seeing. If you're the defensive coordinator,
you're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Bring it! Bring it!
Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Lance. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Jones now. A final shot before break. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Koo to kick it off. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as